So, up first, we have Grand Volley. So Grand Volley is basically just Grand Javelin, but more. So obviously if you use Grand Javelin, you only get one. But if you use Grand Volley, you can get up to 4 hits on one person, which does up to 140 damage. Now, one downside of this item is that anybody with the Franklin badge basically just does not let you use it on them, but that's because it's electric. Same thing with Grand Javelin. Although push that aside, in my opinion, is it worth getting? Absolutely. There's not much to hate about it, it's literally just a better version of Grand Javelin. Now most of the time, people have 100 health. So Grand Volley is honestly a really easy kill if you just manage to get them in this way. Then it's literally a free kill right there. Anybody with normal amount of health. But honestly, very worth getting. Good weapon, good damage. Not much to say about it. Let's get on to the next one. Now, next one I'm gonna go with is the Deployable Chicken, which you get for beating Man of Nature on a perfect run. This one, it's just a chicken. Not this one, but this one. You can summon him and he's just gonna go beat the hell out of the nearest person. As you can see, he does a 3-hit combo, 32 damage each. And there we go. Because you can also recall them and less cooldown and then just put them back. They will stay with the same amount of health. They are very fun to just have, like as a good support item, especially if it's like a 1 versus 1. It's basically, you basically turn into a 2v1. Is this one worth getting? Well, if you are struggling with Man of Nature, it's not, you're not missing out on that much, but if you find Man of Nature easy, then go ahead. It's a free chicken, you know. I'll recall him right now. I'll just put him down there, okay. Oh. Alright, next one. Now, the next one I'm going to be using is You Need to Be Like Me, which you get for beating Clev Prime on a P-Run, which honestly was actually painful. I clutched it on like 20 HP. I'll put the clip up on screen. But this one is a JoJo reference, so that's how you know it's gonna be good. It's basically heart to heart. If you land it, you just bash your head. It does 105 health, and you can easily get kills like this. And this is what the hitbox is like. It's actually like a decent hitbox. So if you land it, 105 health, they're most likely dead. Is this one worth getting? Yes. Even though Clev Prime is a pain, it's still worth. My only motivation while trying to P-run him was just for this item, because it's just, it's so fun to use. Now next we have Hot Rod Rider, which you get for beating the skeleton on a P-run. Oh, how fun this one is. Also, if you are wondering how to beat skeleton, I beat it multiple times in a P-run just using vampire knives. That's all you need, vampire knives and an auto clicker. But do y'all remember the Helion? It was really OP, right? This is literally the Helion, but you can get it in Publix for yourself if you beat the skeleton. It's a lot smaller, but it's literally the Helion. And it does 20 damage per hit, and you can just infinitely combo people. They can't get up. So this is honestly so fun to play with, especially when there's like, especially in maps like Asylum where there's not a lot of space. I got a little circle of dummies here, and oh my. This item is just great to play around with, and it's actually very easy to get. Skeleton is not hard. Is this item worth getting? 900%. 100,000,000%. I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but conclusion, get it. Now, it's really good. Everything's good about it. It's fun. Okay, next item. Now, the next item you get for beating Ouija, but it's the anchor from the sky. Now, this is literally an anchor. Well, it does more. If you click it, you just throw it forward and it gets sprung back. Let me check. It does 25 damage, so that's also like good in itself. And then real, you can just like cast it out like this, and yeah, it makes them go everywhere. But my favorite part of this is the dock ability. Now, some of you might not know about this feature, but if you do get a dummy down to like, well, anybody, doesn't have to be a dummy. If you get them down to low HP and you kill them with the dock, they turn into a minion. And that minion is literally on your team. And they will kill everybody else. And if you put it on a corpse, it spawns a minion as well, but just like half health. Anyways, yeah, they spread like wildfire. But if you do manage to see a corpse anywhere, just it won't take much to just do that and get yourself a free minion who can get you a lot of kills and just protect you overall. This item is the better deployable chicken. Is this item worth getting? I'd say yeah. Now next we have the uncertified tenderizer for, you never guess, beating uncertified on P-Run. But this item is essentially just a big hammer. Yeah, a huge tenderizer. And honestly, this item it's okay. It's not the best. Uncertified is honestly really hard. Like, it was my third last boss that I P-ran. Like, I have all bosses P-ran now, but uncertified was a bit of a pain. I would have expected something better. It is fun to have, but it's just the attack is a bit awkward. Like, but the thing is, if you try to combo somebody, they just kind of fly away, so you can't combo them. Oh gosh, don't worry about them. Now, it's a bit of an issue because you can't combo, so I'd say this weapon is really only useful for just knocking back and getting bleed. Is this item worth getting? For now, not really. If you want to get it, then that's up to you. Just make sure you get good items in uncertified. Now, we have the Clayman sword, the painted sword. Now, is this item worth getting? Absolutely. Clayman is one of the easiest, if not the easiest boss to P-run. So, it doesn't matter if it's good or not, still do it. It's very good for its difficulty. Now, this is essentially just the axe weapon, but better. The charge ability, I'm going to show you in a second, but base damage is around 30, so this is honestly a very good item in itself. You can definitely just combo people like this, especially the charge ability where you can just charge and just hit for 73 damage and crazy knockback with a decent cooldown. It's not that bad of a cooldown. And one good quality of the charge ability is if someone's in front of you, you can just jump scare them by doing it almost instantly. It does 70 damage, so it's free damage really, the charge ability. Now those are all the current perfect run items in Item Asylum. I'm assuming there's going to be more for like contamination, which I already have P-ran. It's very easy, just go do it now. Like, it's very easy, just get pixel rifle. Anyways, me P-running all the bosses in this game was actually so fun because I did it with friends and stuff. So even if you don't want the item, once you're done with all the ones you want, just still P-run all the bosses. It's such a good achievement to have. Anyways, I usually do Souls RNG content, but you know, it's kind of dead, so I'm gonna do some Item Asylum in the meanwhile. But if you guys did enjoy the video, like, subscribe, do whatever, I'm not gonna hold you, and roll the outro or whatever the hell is gonna play. Goodbye. Peace. What the hell?